Okay, so this is a video that I've been meaning to do for a while, which is the units I really want to see in the game. New Year's is coming up, and of course with New Year's they're probably going to drop some really hype stuff. It's every gacha game, okay? Every gacha game does that. They always drop some really good stuff for New Year's. So I'm really hoping to see some of these units in there. This is not, I do actually have pictures. Oh, wait, I need to do this. I apologize for the interruption, but please go follow me on Twitch. I am gonna start streaming again, and yeah, I really want to see if I can get some like partner and stuff, maybe even affiliate. I don't care, just anything, and just follow me on Twitch, please. It's gonna be in the description, and yeah, please, thank you. Sorry for the interruption. My apologies. I just hate missing opportunities to make raids. I always like stocking up on my raids, okay? It's very important to stock up on your raids. But going back to topic, these are characters that I really want to see implemented in the game. Not only on New Year's, but in the near future. It could be before New Year's or after New Year's. Just in the near future, you know. I don't want this to take way too long for them to be introduced. I feel like if they do, they will make the bag. You know, let's be real, they will make money if they do introduce these characters. So we minimize the game. And the first one, of course, is Zeldris. Zeldris, they would just make him so busted, because Zeldris is a busted character. He's just insane. Like, I've been reading the manga, and his abilities are way too strong. And like, a lot of these characters, I wonder how they would introduce their commandments, because they are very serious with their commandments. Like, of course, with what's it called? With Gallant, you can't buff, I think. So not only you can use Gopher, but you can also, if you use let's say what's it called, Gilthunder on PvP, he would be petrified. I could be mistaken, but he petrifies, right? And then Alaska also has her thing. But I wonder how Zeldris would work like. But Zeldris is one of them. And then after that, of course, is Estarossa. Like, there's the and also another character that, how would they introduce his commandment, the love commandment? I mean, not the unhate, I guess. It would be really interesting to see. I'm sorry, it's making noises. I'm getting I'm really mixed up right here. But it would be really interesting to see how they would implement his commandment as well. And of course, Estarossa would be from the fight against Escanor. It would be really cool. What I'm thinking is, for New Year's, what they could do is two things. They could make a banner with Escanor and Estarossa, so it would be Escanor from his battle with Estarossa, right? And I actually haven't pulled up, he was going to be the next one, but I want Escanor from that battle. And we already have in the files the attack card from that battle. I know it's from that battle because he's using his gold armor in the picture of that. If they haven't seen that video, I will put it in the description, but he does have that armor from that fight, so it's gonna happen anytime soon. But a banner with Estarossa and Escanor from that battle would be insane. And then make Zeldris the coin shop unit for that celebration. Just introduce him as a coin shop unit. Or what they could also do is they could make Zeldris and Estarossa the banner, right? And Escanor be the coin shop unit. That's what most people are thinking. That's what most people are wanting. And I would take either way. Honestly, I would actually take better if it was Zeldris and Estarossa in the banner and Escanor is a coin shop unit, because I would really love to 6-6 Escanor. And of course, getting a coin shop unit to 6-6 is way much easier than getting a summonable unit to 6-6, like, let's say. So I would really love that. Although we already have Escanor, and the Escanor that we have I already really love. I really like using him. So I would also take Zeldris as the coin shop unit, so they have him as 6-6. But either way, I would love that. It would be really, really cool. Of course, Escanor from that battle is just so cool. And we would have like a really cool move. The one we already have has Cruel Sun and his slash, but I think the slash is like less personal from Escanor. It's just an attack, right? But if we get like the Mega Cruel Sun, or we see in the files his other solar attack, he would be just really cool. Moving on. Now, here's the thing. You gotta understand. So, I want Meliodas. Now, we already have like 55 Meliodas. No. We don't have this Meliodas. Now, currently in the game, right, if I go on my characters, there are two types of Meliodas in the game. we have Demon Meliodas, right? Which is a serious Demon Meliodas. And we have normal Meliodas. Now, the difference is, also this normal Meliodas, I do have the eyes that I want, but the Demon Meliodas I'm talking about is the one that is between being demon and being a person. He's confused. The confused Demon Meliodas. And people can understand, yeah, like this. The one that does this, I want this Meliodas. It would be so cool to get this one, because we don't have him. We only have the Demon Meliodas that is confident. The one that knows what he's talking about, like this one. The one that knows what he's doing. This Demon Meliodas is like confused. He doesn't know what he's doing. He's just attacking people. That's the one that I want. I really want to see that. His move would be so cool with the claws. Ooh, the move with the claws would be so cool. And he's better described as the one that has his mouth open all the time. It would be so cool. I don't know. I think it would be even more hype. I feel like if they're going to introduce a Meliodas in the near future, it should be this one and not a normal Meliodas or a regular Demon Meliodas. Because, again, I already have the skin. This one is the eyes of that Meliodas, the confused one. It's this one right here. It costs 10 gems. If I take it off, his eyes turn green again. I like this skin. I actually bought it because I want this Meliodas. I want the Meliodas that is between being demon, but he doesn't want to be demon. So that would be really cool, and I feel like people really like that one as well. I don't know in which banner he could come with. He could just be in a random with someone random, like Melascula was with King. He could just be for a random person, because King and Melascula made no sense. So he just could be with a random person. And then moving on, I actually want also the full power Elizabeth. Right now in the game, the Elizabeths that we have are just regular Elizabeth, right? We have this Elizabeth, which is kind of full power. She's from the fight against Demon Hendrickson, right? But I actually want the Elizabeth from 3,000 years ago. If you're not watching the anime, I'm sorry, this is a spoiler, but you should be watching the anime. Elizabeth from 3,000 years ago is super overpowered. She's like super strong, and she has wings and everything. I want Goddess Elizabeth, and she would be a different Elizabeth. We have regular Elizabeth and Elizabeth and Hawk. She would be a different Elizabeth because she has wings. And that would be super nice. Again, the Elizabeth from 3,000 years ago. I'm reading the manga right now, and this is I couldn't find an anime picture, but of course, if you haven't seen the third season of the anime yet, which is broadcasting right now, she appears. She's like in the third episode, I think. So you should just watch it. But yeah, Elizabeth with the full power from 3,000 years ago would be really cool, and her powers would be so insane because she is really overpowered 3,000 years ago. So yeah, not much else to say because we don't have much info on her, but I don't think we need more. What we already have, we can get. Is what I'm saying. So after that, I do have the first Fairy King. It's weird that him and the first Giant King are not in the game yet. The first Giant King is also cool, and I think if they would come out, they would come out together, right? But in between the two of them, I really want the first Fairy King. I think his design is really cool. His wings are super cool. But again, if they do release them, it would be both of them together, the first Giant King and the first Fairy King. And this could wait. I think this could be like a January banner. Or maybe even before the New Year's banner, like a bait, like a filler banner, which, I mean, they're really cool, but they're kind of like filler characters. Right now in the anime, we do have more insight of them in the third season. Again, which if you're not watching, I'm sorry, you should be. We kind of already have more insight on them. They're not evil. They are just dragged into the Ten Commandments. They didn't want to be there. But it would be cool having a banner of both of them. But yeah, and last but not least, Gopher, alright? Gopher. I want Gopher. We just got in the anime this Gopher. This is the real Gopher. The right side Gopher is the real Gopher. The one in the wheelchair. And he would be in a wheelchair, okay? We have, of course, the regular Gopher that we know and love, the Seven Deadly Sins Gopher. But the 3,000 years ago Gopher is a stupid strong character. I've been reading the manga, and for what Merlin says, Gopher from 3000 years ago is incredibly overpowered. And he is like super, super strong. And Gopher, the one that we have, is just a mere reflection of him. He's a doll created by you should be knowing because it's also in the anime. But the Gopher that we have is a doll created by the other Gopher. His face, oh, this is actually from the manga, but it's going to be the next chapter. This is nothing important, but his face is actually the face of his lover, and the body is the body of a boy. I'm very sad because I would prefer if the body was a girl, but it's fine. The face of Gopher is actually a girl face, and the body is a boy face, a boy body. But the real Gopher is like a super strong magician, and for Merlin to say that he's a super strong magician, like the greatest magician of all time, to just say, "Oh, this guy was super broken," then he means something. You know, if Merlin is acknowledging him, it means something. So I would really love to see past Gopher. We only saw like really one scene, but we can tell that he's like super strong, and if we get more, this could be something that takes more of a while to release, because we don't have much of his moves. But we just know that he is the real Gopher, and I'll just really like seeing that. Next chapter of the anime, the next episode of the anime, it will be going kind of like a more deep story with the Gopher that we have, the doll Gopher, and it's really sweet actually. It's a really cool episode. I was really waiting for them to give more insight of Gopher. Gopher never had like a backstory, and then now we already have his backstory now, and it's really good. But yeah, past Gopher. So out of everyone, the one that I know, like I have 99% sure that it's gonna be New Year's, is Zeldris and Estarossa. There's no way they won't make them New Year's characters. Like they will just make so much money. It's how I think with gacha games. The people that make gacha games, all they think is money, right? And they know what's gonna make money, and this is what's gonna make them money. This is what is gonna make me give them money if I don't pull them with my free gems as well. So Estarossa and Zeldris. I mean, if I don't pull Escanor either, if he's the New Year's banner with Estarossa, I would have to also buy more gems, but you get what I mean. So yeah, that's pretty much it. If there's any characters I didn't mention that you would want to see, let me know. Of course, there's many variables of characters. When I put this, I didn't want to make too many variables. But there's also variables of many characters that we don't have. But yeah,